It was an old army joke. Doyle, Dubrinsky, Kokoza, Jones, Goldman, Wang. First Patrol Black Watch Highlanders, isn't incorrect. Billy Connolly tells the story when Glasgow hosted the Commonwealth Games. And this is a lovely story, and it's true. Glasgow gave the keys to the city to Nelson Mandela when he was languishing in a South African jail cell. But they topped it 10 years later because they named a street after him. And the cream of that joke was that the street they named after him actually housed the South African consulate. So they had to change all their letterhead to reflect the name of their most famous political prisoner. Glasgow is great. When I first took my wife to Glasgow, we were walking down Great Western Road, and she said, I really want some Scottish fish and chips. So first fish and chip shop, we went there, and it was all exotic, stuff there. And she went, oh, it doesn't look Scottish. And I said, this is Glasgow. This is it. It's as good as it gets. Go in there. I was a Turkish fellow that ran the place. And when I explained to him that I was Glasgow and I was bringing my, Canadian wife here, he was as hospitable as any other Glaswegian. Not only did we get our fish and chips, we got free samples of all of his eastern sausages and stuff to take with us, because that's Glasgow. Now, in Glasgow, the accent, of course, can be hard for some people to understand, but aside from the accent, there's also the idiom, the words. So the word full or foo can mean many things. It can mean full, but it can also mean drunk. So, like a little Chinese fellow in a bar in Glasgow going, and somebody says, that kung fu, he said, no, he's only had a couple of halves. A half is a gill of whiskey. Glasgow Humour is big on puns. What coup is going on holiday? One with a week off. And also the ridiculous, my mum and dad met in a revolving door. They've been going round together ever since. She has lovely long hair doing her back, none of her heat just doing her back. Two wee flies playing football in a saucer. He says, save your strength, we're playing in the cup next week. This is supposedly a true story about two Edinburgh ladies in a Glasgow tea room, and the friendly waitress comes over and they said, none of your Glasgow banter. We want 2 cups of tea in a clean cup. So she comes back with the tea and she says, which one of yous wanted the clean cup? I heard somebody once shook hands with a Glasgow matron and lost 3 fingers to frostbite. But I hope there's no people from Edinburgh here. 2 Glaswegians imprisoned by the Romans going into the Colosseum. And like any other 2 Glaswegians, after 10 minutes of chatting, they're friends for life. And the one says to the other one, oh, and when's your genie's baby due? He says, I'll tell you after, here's the lions coming. Her 2 wee boys, they got off the bus at the lion safari. And the keeper comes running over going, boys, the lions, the lions. We never touched a bloody lions. So, again, it's all about the puns. Is that a scone or a meringue? No, you're right, it's a scone. I remember a Glasgow girl saying to her date, you take care going home, pet. I'd hate to think you'd being robbed of all the money you didn't spend tonight. I'm getting married in my kilt. What's the tartan? Oh, probably a white dress. I heard about a Glasgow man who said to his wife, we've been 30 years married, and when we started off, we lived in a dingy flat, and we had no money in the bank, and we drove an old beater of a car. But I was sleeping with a gorgeous, hot 25-year-old girl. Now we have a posh house, a new car, and lots of money in the bank, and I'm sleeping with a grey-haired 53-year-old. You're not keeping up your end of the bargain. And she said, right. You find yourself a hot 23-year-old to sleep with you, and I'll see that you're living in a dingy flat, driving an old car, and have no money in the bank.